You can't start here. This is the payoff. You can't get here without putting in the hard work first. This is the view from the top of Mount Pinatubo. I know. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's majestic. Trust me, we'll come back to it. I promise. But first, there's the drive. And the hike. And the climb. And we can't forget the sacrificial offering. You need an offering. You can't be ungrateful. Not when you're given a gift as valuable as this experience, as priceless as these memories. Like jewels, like gold. First, we have to step back, start over. Gotta go back to the beginning. You wake up at 4 in the morning, somehow you manage to drag yourself away from that comfortable bed at the Holiday Inn near Clark. You tell yourself you can sleep when you're dead. You have a 2-day hike ahead of you, and there's a volcano to climb. You don't want to get trapped in the direct heat of a Filipino summer. No way. You know there won't be any shade for kilometers in every direction because the last eruption killed all life in the area. You have to start early. You have to try and beat the sun. First stop, Crow Valley, the unforgiving gateway to Mount Pinatubo. We're here at Crow Valley, which the U.S. Air Force used to use as a firing range, and they would practice their bombing runs and their strafing runs here, using it as target practice. And the locals, the natives, would run out and they would try to catch bullets from the sky. They would literally come out and try to catch the shells as they were dispensed by the military. I'm all for initiative, but it just seems like a dangerous practice to me. But they couldn't be deterred because they wanted to sell the bullets and make a profit at it. On the drive from Crow Valley over to the Aitas village, you see the damage from the last eruption. The terrain is jagged, hostile, and angular. It's a rough ride, even for a Jeep blessed with 4-wheel drive. That's why it's such a dangerous and highly questionable decision when, with an hour left in the ride, you've volunteered to climb on top and sit on the roof of the Jeep.
You want to go top load?
You climb up there without any seats, without any seat belts, and without any common sense.
It's a better ride than Disneyland. Costs less. The lines are shorter. Except you don't get a seat belt. And no one tells you to keep your hands inside the ride. It's a little bumpy. We have an eclectic group traveling with us on this trip. We have a photographer, an American. I think he's from the Museum of Natural History, if I remember correctly, I think that's in Washington. We have a lady, she's a journalist. She's writing for the Philippines Daily Inquirer. She's along with us, and our guide, who's very familiar with this area, and he's the ones that are leading this expedition. They're all traveling in the red vehicle behind us, and they all have the good sense to ride inside their vehicle. So the director, cameraman, and I are strapped to the top, the roof of our car, and we're traveling at a reasonable speed over some rocky and bumpy terrain. And they give me their word that this is a popular way to travel in the provinces, and I can't imagine why. Yeah, I'd love to tell you that I'm just sitting back and enjoying the ride, but to be perfectly honest, I've sort of got death grip on the top of this luggage rack, and I'm just holding on for dear life. You hit one big rut, and everyone riding on top is sent sprawling, barely hanging on and almost crashing to the earth, violently pulling out all the brackets on the luggage rack in the process.